schooling boys in soccer, huh?
Should we just go?
You want to just go?
Go house rules, do the thing,
Yeah.
do your promo, whatever,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Yep.
Ready, guys?
Yep.
I want Yanni's attention. I feel like he's
I
kind of.
like that. That was good. I want Yanni's
They
attention
didn't
right
seem
now.
like he was into it right now.
I don't like
It's House
that.
Rules Live, Wednesday, February 20th. We're going into Oscar weekend on Sunday, and tonight's Duke UNC, which is going into March Madness. We had a caller earlier that will bring in D-Rock, and we're going to go from there. House Rules is now sponsored by the Black Tux. Black Tux is the best spot because that's what we use to get our tuxes for the weddings that we go to. You guys should go to blacktux.com as well. House Rules is also sponsored by Angie's Pizza, where the locals eat. If you're interested, use the promo House Rules to get 20% off and a free pizza. Is that okay, guys?
Oh, wait a minute.
Whoa.
You gotta have a chicken.
I know I'm been listening to the show, man. Can I get a pie?
You just said you wanted to get everybody's attention. Just got ours.
Yeah.
We
Line's
should,
out the
we
door.
should do the show in black tuxes.
I think so. Yeah,
From
the black.
Angie's Pizza.
We have to get the black tuxes from the blacktux.com.
Yeah.
And then we do the show in it.
I want free stuff given to me. That was what I was thinking. Like, you know,
Well,
I want
Scott, the
Jordan,
more you-
Adidas, Nike. I just want boxes sent to me. I never have to buy clothes
Who
again.
the fuck are you to
Who
ask
do you
for free
think you
stuff?
are?
You'd
Nike?
be lucky to get Little Debbie.
Yeah.
No, what?
You're
All
lucky
right,
to-
wave it.
all right.
That's
you're
too
lucky
big.
to get.
What's like the
Well, maybe
He wants Nike and Adidas to give him.
All right,
stuff.
give me a ghetto.
Who
Give me a
the
ghetto
fuck
brand.
do you think you
starter.
I'll go with starter Russell. I'll go
Russell?
with Russell. Give me Russell as a sponsor.
Gildan, Gildan, or
Yeah,
whatever.
Russell as a sponsor. I'd like Russell.
Why can't we get like
Yeah.
Vans?
All right.
Russell.
Vans, Zoomies.
I'll do any of those, man.
See,
Carhartt.
like,
Carhartt would be pretty cool.
Like New Balance. Did you see?
I'll wear New
Did you
Balances.
see the Kawhi Leonard New Balances?
Yeah, they're ugly, man.
They're
Come on, let's
fucking
get a sponsor. I just want boxes sent to my house and be like, yo, I got free shit.
Scott,
Let's
you're
go.
not getting those
So
boxes. by
Scott
the way.
wants stardom. He doesn't.
House
want
Rules
Yeah,
is
right to the
now.
top.
We now have
Huh?
stickers, and we got T-shirts. We got stickers. We're moving up slowly. Now Scott just wants immediately get signed by Nike.
Nike
It just doesn't work.
Adidas, I want big
I
stuff.
I said Russell.
Russell.
He said Russell.
Russell
We had to take you off
You
your
had to
high
come
horse.
down. You're Nike. No, like you're looking at like Wendy's.
Anything that's sold in Kohl's, I'll take. You know,
Oh wow! You just want to.
just go there.
You don't go to Bob's.
I love Bob's. Man. Bob's and Kohl's, those are good places.
Scott comes out with some interesting stuff. You know, he'll text the group chat and be like, you know what? I'm taking up cigars now.
I've really been thinking about that, picking up cigars.
You never smoke cigars?
No, I do smoke cigars.
But what
not-
was the reason? Kramer.
Kramer, Seinfeld, the Cuban episode where he wanted Cubans. And
I told you, it all
So
goes
it all
back
stems
to.
back from you made
My whole life is
His whole life stems from Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
And it's
everything. Well, movies. Well, Seinfeld the
Movies,
majority, but everything
movies
is
too.
TV is pretty much raised
Yes,
you.
I wake up in the morning and that's who I become. Yes,
Whoever you watched the night
the
before.
night before. Yeah,
House
I
Rules
watched
is now
Bohemian Rhapsody,
sponsored.
but I woke up straight. It was
House
fun.
Rules is now sponsored by CWPM. If you call up CWPM for a dumpster and say the name Scott Fenton,
Don't
you'll
say
get
50 Cent.
50% off. We saw 50 Cent the other night at the Bellator fight.
Yeah, did
Scott,
you guys almost have a run-in with him?
yeah, Scott just
Yeah,
didn't really have
I
any
didn't
interest
want
in it. You know,
No interest. Plus, that fight was rigged, man. I don't know if you watched it.
A lot of Bellator.
It was
I hate to say it, but
bad.
a lot of Bellator fights.
Bad.
I've seen
the
some
la-
fights in the.
Why is Bellator rigged? Because they need the money that bad?
Oh yeah, Scott Coker. Scott Coker, who owns Bellator, is actually a brilliant guy. Really smart. He's no dummy, man. He's gotten all these these old fighters
Yeah.
that had big names.
Ken Shamrock's coming back.
Yeah, Brent from Hoist
But
Gracie.
then turn it into WWE then.
He's making money.
Then he's no, but I mean turn it into WWE that you talk to the other guy and be like, hey, listen,
It's like
I know. Yeah.
Sorry. Every once in a while, you get a fight that's out there, and then you see and it looks like it's completely fucking rigged.
Well, who was the one the other night that fought? You said
Crocott.
Crocott. Yeah, he didn't do anything in the fight. And Nelson,
Nelson's gotten screwed like 2 or 3 fights in a row.
since he's came over to Bellator, it's weird.
Yeah. I saw him fight live when he fought Matt Mitrione,
Yeah.
and he should have won that fight. Lost that fight.
He honestly was walking around the ring. He had his T-shirt on, his hat. He looked like he would put up his arm, and they were like, they did not. And he was like, "What the hell? What happened here?"
You know, he sells tickets, but he's not like made to be a champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Scott did not want to talk to 50 Cent, but nah. You know, to bringing up a topic the other day, he said that he wanted to take up cigars, and I texted out the group. I said, and maybe it
You
came
wanted
out
to
weird.
kill a
I
man.
said I wanted to kill a man. I wanted to learn what it felt like to be a serial killer. And I thought of it. I was like, you know what? It was after I watched the Ted Bundy thing. I'm like, what if I wrote a book becoming a murderer as I was a murderer? Not that I'm actually going to do it, guys. But
You
I
wouldn't
just
get
thought,
that far. You wouldn't be serial. You'd get one in. And
Yeah,
you'd
one.
Be,
One and
you'd be like, got everything.
Motherfucker,
posted
I
on
did
your
it.
fucking Facebook.
I fucking did it.
no, I'm not
Oh,
going to
Jesus.
I'm gonna write the book while I do it, and then someone's gonna find the book and publish it. No, after I'm like long gone.
Well, now, if you're going to be a
What,
serial...
what is it that?
Let me
What
ask you
is it? Because
something,
you
but-
something that
Hold on.
you said too. It you
Serial
like to get in the
killer-
mind of a serial killer.
Well,
it's very interesting.
Look, to go back to you're saying that, like, what would your prey be? Because serial killers all have, like, a certain, you know...
A particular.
Yeah,
target,
like,
right?
What if I just like killed everybody that cut me off?
That's your thing?
Yeah, anyone that cut me off in life while I'm driving, I just
While
pulled
you're
up-
driving...
While they cut me off, I followed them back to
That's
their house.
so stupid.
And that's
How are
how-
you gonna? Yeah, no.
No,
That you're a bad.
Your
serial
career
killer.
wouldn't last long.
no.
At least
Career
Ted
wouldn't
Bundy,
last
he
long.
had. Was it Ted Bundy? Yeah,
Ted Bundy.
Theodore Bundy.
Yeah, but he just
Ted
killed.
Bundy killed females.
Yeah,
females.
females, but at least he had like it was like they were young.
Oh,
they
yeah,
were,
demographic.
Oh.
Yeah.
You could-
Joe's just it's any
College,
swinging
the way
dick
their
that
hair
goes in
was
front of us.
parted. I mean, Ted Bundy.
Yes.
Ted Bundy's probably the scariest out of all the serial killers.
So maybe I'm not a serial
The best
killer.
part,
Because he didn't
No.
look the part.
the
I don't
best
think you
part.
got it.
No, Joe doesn't have it. No, it's
I
all
think at this
Serial
point, normally serial killers, you know by
Like
late
3.
teens. You should know by then.
Just what if I just snapped?
I can
I
see
mean,
Yanni doing it. I can
Why?
see- because remember when? All right, so when Ted Bundy, exactly, a yoga guy. When Ted Bundy was in court, all right,
The yoga
and all
killer.
the girls were like, oh, you know, there's something about him. He's a little creepy, a little edgy, but he's very good looking and stuff. And the way he was conducting court, he was
He
representing
was
himself.
brilliant.
He's
You can,
charming.
and I've said it before. Yanni could be a lawyer.
I
number
appreciate
one.
that.
Number two,
A serial killer.
Number two,
Serial
serial
killing
killer.
lawyer.
Number three, all the women would still want him. That's our modern day Ted Bundy right here.
Wow, jeez.
You are...
Pretty
Wow.
fits the profile too.
Jesus, John.
I don't know how to take that. That was like compliments.
I'm not sure if that's a
sprinkled in
compliment or
With
The
a
sprinkle
lot.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
scared people.
I don't know.
But I was rooting for Ted, even though I know the end. You know, they're going through all his crimes when he goes to Colorado and he's hiding in the woods, and I'm like, God, hopefully he gets to stay in there. For some reason, in my mind, that's the way I was
rooting
thinking.
for him to get away.
Yeah, even though I know he gets captured.
I mean that was really good, and you said it before how big you're into it. But I remember years ago, and it wasn't the best, but I really liked was Zodiac with Jake
Zodiac,
that was a
Gyllenhaal.
great one.
That was a good movie, and then another one would be Seven, which is the best. But just watching them, it's trying to get in the mindset of them is
Because they're so clever and they're so...
they're brilliant.
Well, it's so out of the social norm, man. Like, you know, the majority of people, 99% of people that you come in contact with, you know, aren't fucking killing people.
Right.
True.
Right? You know what I mean? So when you see something like that, it's like, what the fuck does that take? Like,
Yes.
what creates that? You know, well,
There's
it's
some-
fascinating. 'cause
Most of the time, there's something, man. It's you know, family oriented, mom, dad. It's something. There's something that happens to them when they're younger. You know, it's.
yeah. And
But they take it to another extreme. You know what I mean?
It's like you.
It's
yeah,
something.
It's different,
It's just
man.
born evil, man. I mean, there's
Born
that.
evil,
There's
yeah.
that theory too.
You
It's
believe
like
that?
there's that theory. That's dude. Some people are just born bad. You know what I mean?
They're born just carrying
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. They're just born bad, man.
past traumas and like their family's lives and who knows, yeah.
And it goes to another level. You know what I mean? But
Every kid
Well, I mean,
takes,
it-
every kid takes trauma different. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And it doesn't have to be
like Ted Bundy's trauma was that his mom, he found out, wasn't his real mom.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
he found that out later in life. That was the big traumatic thing that happened with
that
him.
was the big
And then the switch went off with
Then
him.
he said he blamed it on pornographic films and stuff.
Well, he's a sociopath, so
Yeah.
then it's just you don't
Yeah.
know where to go with it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like that's the one thing you didn't really want to talk about. So that's when you kind of know that that's the thing.
It's like when the
Trigger.
doctor was interviewing him and stuff, and he's like, you know, I couldn't get him to say that he did these murders and stuff.
In the third person.
In the third person,
Because he
he
gets to
goes,
talk about
yes,
himself.
yeah, but he
Yeah.
goes, there was something. He goes, he wrote at the end. He goes, there's something about Ted that he will do whatever he did, again. And like when he wrote that, this is in the very beginning. This is when they first caught him and stuff. They didn't have any evidence because it was so it was in the
70s, no
yeah.
DNA, all that stuff. Yep. Yeah, Ted Bundy was.
It's
Ted
worth
Bundy.
watching.
Ted Bundy helped catch the Green River Killer.
Yeah.
Later on, when he was in prison, because they were having a hard time catching him, and he killed over 200 and something prostitutes.
And he knows how you set up
so
stuff.
they went to him, and they're like, "What would you
Teach us.
Where's this guy get?" And he nailed.
He's so narcissistic and arrogant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You go, "Oh, you want me to help you here?"
Yeah.
He goes,
Show
"Here's
you
what
how
I would
smart
do,"
I am.
and he pretty much helped catch the guy because he told him what his patterns would be and where to start looking and stuff like that. So he ended up helping them catch that guy.
Well, Bundy kind of caught himself by doing his signature move, which was the bite. Where you bite on people.
Yeah, in the end.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what's crazy with him? He escaped fucking
Prison.
Twice.
Twice.
I never knew that.
Twice.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, talk about he picked the right time to be a serial killer. For
Oh,
one.
70s was a great time.
Holy
If
shit,
you wanted
man.
to kill people,
You
70s was
fucking
it.
get away with. You literally
Disco,
got away
yeah.
with murder.
Yeah, it was.
Well, he died the electric chair.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, electric-
they burned him.
Bundy.
Yeah.
Burn
Electric-
Bundy, burn.
Electric chair.
Yeah, burn Bundy, burn.
Yeah.
That's how he went. Yeah, Florida, bro.
Florida.
Yeah, Florida didn't fuck around in the 80s.
That's
we
funny
could-
because he ended up there because he left
Yeah.
Pacific Northwest because when he escaped prison,
He
right?
picked the wrong state.
Hey, he pled for it. I mean, he tried everything because I think it was 3 days before he got burned that he came out and he's confessed everything.
Well, then he finally said he would.
He was like,
too late.
he's like, I'm going to confess everything
Yeah.
because he wanted to live. He didn't
Of
want to.
course. Well, Florida,
But-
yeah, they weren't playing games.
No.
They were frying.
I mean, dude, they had kids that were like 8 years old when he was doing all these murders, going out there just turning into a party. So
Yeah.
it's like Woodstock out there,
But with murder.
but with murder.
With murder.
Yes.
All right. So
Yes, Yanni. Yes, Yanni, with murder.
Yanni's apparently the
Joe's the worst serial killer. Just anybody cut him off, you're dead.
Why? What would you do? You got
Me?
any? Yeah, you got any?
What would you do?
Yeah,
Killer?
yeah. You what would your thought be? You gonna kill anyone that doesn't smoke a cigar? That doesn't?
No,
watch
I don't know.
Seinfeld?
No, I mean, I did think about that. Like, if I could kill somebody or something, like
You
what
couldn't
would,
do it.
No, it would have been that act of rage where I would have been after they would been having a psychiatrist talk to me, and I would just been like, listen, I blacked out. I don't remember really what happened. You know, that would have been my type of murder.
You're
It would've been-
the blackout. I have no idea what I did.
I have no clue. It was a fit of rage. I walked in. My girlfriend was cheating on me, and I just snapped and drove the head down, the driveway and stuff. Like,
But then you
stuff
continue to
like
kill people because you're a serial killer.
Yeah.
you got to keep going.
that. Yeah, it's like drinking. You open up one beer and
Right.
then you just continue.
It's the spill.
Oh, I finished the 12 pack. I might as well hit another one.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
still pissed off. I gotta finish it.
I got to
Yeah.
take this guy out.
That's what's gonna happen with me. So,
Oh, so Scott is maybe Scott.
but that's what went through my head right
Yeah.
there.
All right. So
It's not
last
hard.
one. So you
Not
get the
hard.
electric chair.
Yeah.
What's your last meal?
My last meal, if I'm getting the electric chair,
Yeah.
there got to be cheese involved.
You know.
A lot of cheese, a lot of good cheeses. Probably some pasta, good pasta, some cheeses. Yeah.
Cheese
Full, I
and
wanna be
pasta.
full.
Cheese
What is-
and-
what's
like
the
a nice
standard-
like a
I'm gonna
nice
do-
bolognese.
I'm gonna do-
Standard tyranny is
A
what?
nice
What?
bolognese,
What, a steak and
some
eggs? They
cheese.
said was like that's the norm.
I wouldn't go with that. Yeah.
No, but that's the norm.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
guess
think.
you'd want a piece of steak. I'd go with a nice big bowl of pasta.
Okay.
Steak
Sauce.
and
Yeah.
mac
You know
and
what
cheese.
I'd do something like I'd get some magic mushrooms and sprinkle them on my pasta and go
Oh,
out.
wow.
See?
Of course he
He's
was.
so
Wow.
smart.
He's so.
Go out tripping like a fucking hell yeah.
I would do breakfast.
Do you go breakfast?
Pancakes,
Nice.
eggs,
I like that.
hash browns,
Nice.
toast. I want it all. I want the whole big breakfast. Boom.
That's a good
I'm
one.
out.
Yeah.
Get,
Like
get me
your
out of here.
Chocolate milkshake and like a extra double chocolate fudge cake.
Just want chocolate.
Just chocolate?
Chocolate.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I want to be
Just
fired up.
that,
when
like,
I'm going
that-
out.
Third layer chocolate cake with a milkshake.
How much
There you
chocolate can you
Harry
eat?
wants to go
Extra thick.
I'm
to
going
put to sleep, basically.
right.
before you get
Pasta,
put to sleep.
cheese. Yep.
Scott stays up.
Yep.
Sugar
Coffee. You're gonna have a coffee.
I like
oh,
Joe's.
coffee right after. Yeah. Black. Just keep everything black. Black,
Yeah.
black, black.
Joe's having big breakfast and
Oh,
stuff.
I love
Filling up on
breakfast.
eggs
Yeah.
and yeah.
And I'm,
Most important meal of the day.
And you're going out with drugs.
I'm going out tripping.
Yeah.
Exactly why
I
you
like
could be
it,
a
man.
serial killer.
Well,
Oh. Should we switch this? Is this getting
Manny
bad?
Machado signed a contract this week.
God, with the Padres.
No, first off, you guys are Yankee fans, so did you see the Yankees supposedly offered 8 years, $240?
Is that true?
This is multiple reports. It's between 230 and 240
It's a big difference.
with 8 years.
Yep.
But here's the thing: the taxes in New York are better than San Diego. After San Diego, after his 10 years, he made equivalent. They said of 170. They're saying.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm just. We all know Machado's
Well, I mean,
lazy.
You got the weather.
He's
That's
lazy.
what
Nobody
I- first
cares.
thing I was
He's
thinking.
not on
Yeah,
I
TV.
know when San Diego played less
Zion's
pressure. It's a fucking paradise.
He's out?
Knee injury.
It's a good deal, man. I mean, are you kidding? That's awesome.
I was surprised to see the $300 million. I thought it seemed like owners had held out this long, and it seemed like they were all whatever they're banding together. We're driving these salaries down.
There's always one, John.
That's all it takes. Is
That's
one
all
big
it
crack.
takes is one. That's all it takes is one. And you started hearing about San Diego a little bit, like the Padres. You're like, then you started hearing about it a little bit more. It's like maybe. I mean, they got money. They don't have a lot of big contracts on that team.
And he's got an opt out after 5.
He's gone out that. You know what? Good for
He
him.
won't make it.
Huh?
He won't make it to 10.
Well, he'll
To
go
5.
All
Yeah,
right, he'll
he'll-
go 5. So San
three-
Diego's
three,
gonna
4
pay him
years.
150.
Yeah.
You think he only makes it 5?
Who
I mean,
knows,
they
man?
got
Why would
they
he
got the
want-
best.
Why wouldn't he become a free agent again? If he's
No, you're right.
He'd be 31 years old.
And that'll be his last big contract.
So he'll get another 5-year contract. Will he get more than 150 though? I don't know.
I mean, that's impressive. They went out and got Hosmer, big contract. Now they got him. They got the best top prospects in baseball over there in San Diego.
Yeah, they're pretty loaded. Over
Yeah.
You know another thing that's for San Diego, you got to remember they lost their football team, so that city lost.
This
they
is-
lost
yeah,
their
this
fan
is
base,
nice,
and
yeah.
I think a lot of it, some of the stuff I read, it makes sense. Is that the Padres are trying to capitalize on the fan base now. It's like
There's a
they don't have a basketball team now. They don't have their football team, so it's like it's an open market for sports. Let's give them a good baseball.
They got a
team.
great ballpark out there.
and they do have a great ballpark.
Yeah, I
and
like it. I've been there.
And they got good fans. They need something to root for. So, from that point of view, it's like, why not, man? Give them something to root
I
for.
don't know. I mean, when you say good fans, I mean,
Well, they're fair. I mean,
San Diego, bro. Like you just
Lot of
like
homeless.
Miami, just like the Dolphins.
They just
You
show
know,
up
say they'll
and
never be a winner because there's too much to do. San Diego's like year round. There's always something else to do.
yeah, that's true.
yeah.
But I mean, look, the Charger fans were good fans. Chargers had good fans. It seems like.
And the baby blue. Yeah.
And now, maybe the Padres are trying to grab that, give them something to root for. I don't know.
Well, it's costing. them.
So what's Harper gonna do? I mean,
He's gonna make more.
Did you
I think-
see that Brian Dawkins
That's what
came out
I
today?
think that's what it is now. Is like whoever signed
and
first.
you couldn't sign the same day. And Jay texted me.
No, he needs
He
his
goes,
day.
"What's the chances
No, he
Harper
needs-
signs today too?" I was like,
no
"No,
way.
this
He needs
is
his
who
day.
has the bigger one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who's doing this? There's no way he's not getting 301."
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. He's probably getting 320. That's probably what he's.
Well, they said that he's passed up on multiple 300s. Chicago, supposedly San Diego threw something at him.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm hoping Philly.
It looks like Philly.
I'm
Who's
hoping
left?
Philly. Because
He goes
San
back
Francisco-
to Washington.
Well, I don't think is that even an option
no, I
anymore?
don't think. I
No?
think they're done. With
I
him
felt
right
like
now.
that door was closed.
He can't. I mean,
They
San
said the
Francisco-
Giants.
San Francisco-
Today, the
San
San Francisco
is
came
what I've
out
been
and was pushing hard for him. They want him.
That'd be an interesting place.
Well, they need something
San
there
Fran's
too.
a big baseball town.
they are.
They
They've
have
been
good
looking,
fan
and he
base.
was in the Barry
And
Bonds.
they make a lot of money. That's a big money organization too. So that would be a great spot for him.
I think he'd thrive. over
I think Philly. I think Philly first.
That would be.
And I
That would
still
just be good for baseball, though. Bryce Harper
I
on
still
San
say-
Fran,
And
Machado on San Diego.
It's just crazy. We were talking, not us, but people were talking probably like 4 years ago. This was the Yankees' winter to spend
Right.
and stuff. It was Harvey, Machado, Harper. One of them were going to go there. Harvey fell off, but then it was Harper and Machado. I could still see Harper going to the Yankees. And it's just because
he already
that
shaved his beard. I mean,
that lefty bat in New York, it would have been.
There's a price there. I'm sure there is, but it's not going to be 10 and 325. That's the only thing I don't see.
Why at his age do you want to sign that? Why do you want to, like, I mean, if you're that good, all right, and you've been this good since, what, 14?
Right.
Why don't you bet on yourself for one time, all right?
So sign a
What?
shorter contract.
Yeah,
Go back
sign
out
a
there,
shorter
get that
contract.
30 and
Sign a 3-year contract, friendly, to the team as much as you can. Try to win something, and then go for it.
And-
Because by the time it's up, He's 29 years old.
If
People
I'm the
still pay
Yankees,
something.
if I'm the Yankees, I'm giving him $40 million a year,
And,
for like
and
3 or 4 years.
and I know we talked
Ton of
about
money
this earlier.
yearly, but you don't
Yeah.
have the long.
We
Yeah,
talked about
get
this
him out.
earlier in the week. I think it was like, and I know that they're younger. So we said like I said Ellsbury or Alex Rodriguez. Like nobody wants to really give out these long contracts anymore. I feel
No.
like, but is because what happened? I mean, yeah, these guys are younger, but what you used to see is they get these contracts and it's like they just, well, I got my
That's
money.
a lot of money, man.
You know what I mean? And I got it for 10 years. It's like where you see these guys like we said this year. You know, Josh Donaldson goes down to Atlanta,
I love
1 year contract.
Pillow.
He's got to work to have a good year to get a contract.
It was a show me contract.
So
Does he have a lot
I agree. I'd rather see Harper stay on a 4-year deal where it's like make him work. Not saying he's a lazy guy, but it's like once you get that 10-year contract, you're like, I'm comfortable. I'm here.
Yeah, but you guys are talking about it all from the outside looking in, like as a fan or whatever. Like, he doesn't give a shit about that. He's not looking like, I'll motivate myself more by signing a shorter contract. He wants that fucking money right now, and he wants the everything that comes with it too. To be the highest paid player, he wants all that.
I don't blame him. Can you blame him? He's 26 years old.
No, I don't
and
blame
and
him
he
at
can
all.
get it.
I really don't.
What would you do?
I'm not even knocking him.
I'd go for the money every
I
time.
would have a
I
handful.
think almost everybody does.
Hey.
I would have a handful of teams.
But try
have
to
a
go for the
hand-
money. Good for him.
I mean,
And
I
the
don't
fact
know.
he held out was smart.
Yeah.
Because he got it.
Well, now it's every
Yeah.
year. It's later and later and later.
Yeah.
Like
Probably
JD
made himself like
Martinez.
$60 million.
Absolutely.
First spring training games tomorrow at 3:30. Seattle, Oakland, and he still hasn't signed. It's just every year it get later.
Yeah, does
Well,
spring
they
training
don't-
really matter, though,
Yeah,
for
it
guys
does,
like
man.
that?
It's way
Huh?
too long. It's
It's
for
actually
pitchers.
they'd actually prefer it.
Yeah, because they're like,
A lot
I
of
can
these
skip.
players-
I can skip this shit.
I can stay at home for like another week.
Yeah.
It's for
I
the
don't have to
pitchers.
fucking go live in,
Spring
you know,
training's for the pitchers
No,
just to get them
absolutely.
good.
Like guys like Bryce Harper, you think he needs a spring
He
training?
ain't wasting swings now. I mean,
Yeah.
guess these guys are they're training year round as it is.
Exactly.
It's just crazy the money that gets
So-
thrown at him.
We had to say it right now, because as of right now, 9:45, he has not signed Wednesday night. Where does Harper sign before the season starts?
Phillies Saturday.
Gun to your head.
Phillies?
Saturday.
Gun to your head, Johnny.
Gun to your head. I would have said Philly before you guys brought up San Francisco. So I like San Francisco over there.
I just feel like he would have done it by now. I
Well,
feel
the other
like
team that they're saying is just sneaking in now. So.
I just think Philly's might be a difficult place for him to play. I could see him having a tumultuous relationship with
the press.
fan base.
Yeah, but
over there.
he's that guy. He likes to wear the headband. He likes to have the shirt unbuttoned. He likes to, have the flow and stuff.
Yeah, but he was kind of brought up a little, silver spoon fed. I mean, his dad was tough on him, but he didn't grow up in like
True.
tough neighborhood.
Yeah, he should have got beat.
He was
Definitely.
the chosen one.
Should've
He
hit
was
him.
the chosen one.
I'm a
But
fan.
I
Be a
see
serial
him. He
killer.
fits in San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a weird.
I'm rooting for San Fran because as a fan, I'd like to see him there.
Yeah.
But I agree. I agree with
Well,
Scott.
I took
in the
Philly
end.
before he signed to win the World Series. Now, just because
Now,
of
Scott,
Philly.
I think he might even go if he signs with Philly. You might see like a ridiculous contract, like $350. I could see it.
It's a good ballpark for him. Him
Yeah,
or
crush
him
him.
or
Philly.
I
Yankees.
could see
Chase Utley hit.
Hold
I
on
can
a
see
second.
him putting something out there that he can't.
Hold
say
on a
no
sec.
to.
What about put Harper in like Colorado? Imagine Colorado. I don't know what they have. Imagine they had the money to give him. You think he would just hit bombs out there?
50 home runs.
Alright.
That would be like he'd be like the
It's like
Larry.
you
He'd be
make-
like the Larry
Yankee
Walker back.
Stadium.
Stupid. Yankee
Yankee
Stadium.
Stadium, a little pop of
50 by accident. He'd have 50.
It's funny in Colorado too. Like all the numbers went down for a little while. Now all
Yeah.
of a sudden nobody's talking about it. Slowly, numbers are kind of going up. Over
And
the
I
field.
like the kid Arenado, but when he comes
love
out, it's
Arenado.
still they still get that little. It's a little weird when they leave Colorado. You know what I mean? You're
Alright,
not
what are
sure
the splits
whether.
like, yeah.
I think
No,
he's.
Arenado hit good everywhere.
Yeah, you
Arenado's-
think so?
He'd
yeah,
feel
I think
good everywhere.
He hits good.
He's
everywhere.
a top. He's a top 3 player all around. You could argue him all day long.
He's my guy every year.
That's your guy?
He's my first round guy.
He
every
just
year.
puts up.
If he's
crooked
there, I'm
fucking
taking
numbers,
him.
man. Big numbers.
I agree with you on San Francisco though. I think that would be a good fit for him. I mean, and he's a big Vegas guy. He still loves Vegas. He's a Golden Knights fan. I mean, yeah, he
You
would be
loved
cool.
Harper forever. You used to argue he was better than Trout.
I mean, he's still young.
They
I mean,
could
who says that? And Trout for sure. That we all know that Trout wants to go to Philly.
Trout wants to go to Philly. He's a
He's
Philly guy.
he's a Philly guy. So what?
him and Mookie Betts will be free agents at the same time. That'll be a very interesting summer right there.
Yep.
Because Mookie's definitely going to free agency. The Red Sox have tried. He's no.
He's
Throw
gonna-
400 at me. That's pretty much it.
He's that fucking talented.
Yeah,
He is.
he's gonna get
Right now, if you had to say,
Machado's getting 3. Mookie's getting.
I'll take Trout and Mookie Betts over Machado and Harper any day.
Oh, I would.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Defensively, their character, everything.
Everything about you.
You know,
Trout just
average.
carries himself well.
I mean, that's easy.
Yeah, Trout's a 330 hitter.
Who do you take, Harper or Machado?
Harper.
See, I take Machado.
Why?
I think he's a better player.
I know,
No.
because
All
he's-
around, I think he's a better player.
He's lazy.
Yeah, I think Machado's a head case.
He's lazy. I watched him in the World Series.
He showed us something last year, yeah. That
In the World Series, he showed it.
He did.
He also said, he goes, I'm not the guy that runs out balls. I'm not the guy that,
I
is
think
going
that
to
was taken a
outperform.
little out
So
of
you're going to pay.
context.
So in a clubhouse that you're talking about an organization that's trying to win, he's the highest paid guy, and you're going to have this rookie come up and have to look up to the guy that's pretty much saying, I'm just naturally born given. Or would you rather have the guy that's Charlie Hustle, which I will give Harper, that he'll run out balls, he'll argue, he'll throw his helmet. He's a little fire in me. He got it in with Papelbon a couple years ago. I take that guy 9 out of 10. Just me.
We could talk free agency baseball all day long. We're going to hear about Harper, where he signs, where Machado signs. By June, all we're going to be talking about in baseball is Vlad Guerrero Jr., in my opinion.
I hope you're right, man. That's all I'm banking on. My fucking dynasty.
That kid is. I mean,
Sunday.
he's. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to draft this Sunday.
That's right. Big draft this Sunday, man. First dynasty draft.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to expect.
This is going to be a shock for you, buddy.
I'm looking forward to it.
Culture shock.
I'm looking forward to it because I have no idea.
It's fun because you have a plan going in, and then as soon as the first player is up for bid,
Everybody's got
it
a plan.
all fucking goes out the window.
Yeah.
It all goes out the window real quick.
Every fantasy. I mean, I've never been something like Europe, but every fantasy draft, I feel like I always have a plan, my book,
You
who
got
I'm
plan
getting,
A,
and
plan
then
B.
someone takes my first pick, and I'm like, oh shit, my paperwork's gone.
Last year was Gary Sanchez for me. Somebody took Gary Sanchez. Oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah,
That's
my
it.
plan's out the window. I never have a backup plan.
That's the key.
You gotta have a backup.
Gotta
You have to have like
B's,
3 plans.
plan
Yeah.
C.
Man. Yeah,
Yeah, it's true, man.
yeah, you should have a few plans. Yeah.
What's AB?
With the
AB's
Steelers,
plan.
do they have a plan B or C?
Yeah, they do. They're
gonna lose
moving on from
AB.
Juju. They're
They-
moving on to Juju. and moving on.
Le'Veon
They
Bell's
They
officially.
Well, listen, Antonio Brown is how old now? He's 30.
Something like that.
Is he?
No, let's for everybody. The most interesting part is he's still signed by the Steelers, and he's pretty much made himself a free agent. It's NFL history, if you ask me, because he's turned himself. It's not like he's
Shit,
a
he is
year
30.
away. He just signed this contract 2 years ago, and he's saying that's it. I'm not playing for them anymore. I'm a free agent. He's came out and said any team that's willing to interest in me, I want to be the highest
What
paid
happened?
wide receiver.
What happened?
He's a fucking diva. He's out of his mind. You
I
never
think he's
Come on,
got-
Sid, what else is going on?
I think he's got something going on, man. There's something.
Him
klepto.
and Roethlisberger don't have a good relationship, right?
No, I think they don't. Now he's saying that, but like I don't know. Did you see his Instagram video? Like he seems like he's kind of on the edge lately, man. Like I don't know. Maybe he's got
dyed his mustache. That
He's
was
gotten
weird.
banged in the head too many times because he.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. He seems way off.
Like it's bizarre.
Completely. Like I know he's always been kind of like extravagant and stuff, but the stuff he's talking, he seems like I don't know, man. Something's going on.
He was
there.
on the cover of Madden this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madden curse of curses.
He's got that curse right there.
Jesus, never fails.
Right?
I've never seen anything like this in my life.
He seems off. Like some mental
No, you
stuff.
might be
going
right,
on.
Harry.
He seems
Yeah.
off, man. I'm telling you, like
That would be sad.
because that wasn't Antonio Brown 5 years ago.
Well,
I mean, fame, money. I get
yeah,
that
I
part.
think he was doing Dancing with the Stars with his shirt off.
Right.
And a lot of his teammates did come out and they said, because he had this image out there of him being whatever, like this, team player or whatever, and they're all like,
Not really.
that is not the fucking guy.
Right.
He's kind of a piece of shit.
Right. And now you're seeing
Now you're
it,
seeing.
but like it's on another, and then it's that on top of that. There's some more shit going on, so it's interesting. I don't know. It doesn't sound like Pittsburgh has a problem getting rid of him. They're like,
Well,
that's
just
fine.
there's-
Well, you don't think they have a problem? I mean, I would. Like, if you're another
I think
team,
they want him out of there.
No, they do definitely.
Yeah,
but
it's
if you're another,
value, man.
no, he does have value. But
Yeah.
if you're another team listening to all this bullshit, would you really take
Again, all it takes is one.
As a
That's all
Pittsburgh,
it takes
as
is
a-
one. Because some teams would be like, I want nothing to do with that.
as a
And you're gonna
Steelers
have that one
fan,
team that says they're going to look at production and just be like, fuck it, man. This guy's put up numbers. We're going to give it a shot.
as a Steeler fan, I think they need something, get something for him, and like get a really good draft pick. I just feel like their whole team just feels
Well, I'm
like it's
sure
in turmoil. Like
Yeah.
Le'Veon Bell, Brown, like what's going on there? Is
Bees,
it
man.
is it all go?
Bees.
Is it just all go back to their coach, or is it like what's going on that nobody wants to play there?
Clearly, he looks like Tomlin's lost a lot of that locker room. Shit, he got players there.
And he's got superstars, all that just don't want to be there.
You know what happens when you're kind of like this player coach type thing and you kind of let the players run the asylum? This is the backlash. This is what can happen
Can't
when
let
you're a
the,
little too loose.
can't
And
let
now
the prisoners
the
run the
egos-
asylum.
Exactly. So what happens is, yeah, everyone loves playing for him for a little while, and then when there's no structure or
Yeah,
things are a little loose, no order, they start to fall apart, man. They're falling apart in Pittsburgh.
It's true.
When there's no order, what you need to do is wear the blacktux.com. Because when you have a suit and you feel the fit and commit, and it's sent right to your home, you feel like you deserve the
Who's the other company
blacktux.com.
that would come?
We're just on Anchor.
Anchor.
We're
Why you gotta
Anchor.fm.
interrupt him while he's
Yeah,
doing
you know
it?
we're doing that. Why do you gotta do
Let
Anchor.fm,
him
the
finish.
one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now they will match you with sponsors. Thank you.
Go ahead, Scott. Now you can fuck.
Just keep it
That's
up.
all I
You know
wanted
what
to know. I
he
couldn't
does? He did
think.
this to Yanni last week. Now he's interrupting me.
It's too much coffee.
I have
He
problems.
drinks 6 cups of
6
coffee a
cup
day.
of coffees. Now he's got beers over here.
Got it all.
You know,
Got it all, man.
firing away.
Yeah.
I just,
You gotta get
God.
you back in another yoga class, buddy.
you need
Oh, yeah, I
something.
was
Dude,
thinking
when
about-
are we doing? When are we going? I'm ready, man.
You guys come to a class, man.
When
I
is
gotta come
the
to
next
class. When yours is Saturdays at noon.
I got 6 classes in the next 3 days.
6.
God, he's busy.
Jesus. Are we doing breakfast Friday?
Oh yeah, we're also sponsored by.
Kitchen Little?
Yes.
Kitchen Little.
Yes.
If you say house rules at Kitchen Little, you'll get 20% off your breakfast. See if that's okay.
Best eggs in town.
That's that best breakfast. in
They
town.
have great
Kitchen
breakfast.
Little,
Great
man.
jam. It's great there.
Cage free, farm fresh.
You know what we were talking about earlier was Bellator. And how at the beginning of the show and how it's kind of rigged. I don't know if you guys got to watch, but I know Yanni watched on Sunday. UFC on Sunday was very good on ESPN.
I like that. I like them putting you on Sunday nights.
It was
They might be
interesting.
doing that.
I think it was something that was almost like back in the day when I was a kid and I waited for Sunday night for like
Yeah. You got
pay-per-view
something to watch.
wrestling.
I liked it a lot. I was like, oh, this gives something.
Naga knew.
You know what I like
Whatever.
too that they did is that they put it up against the NBA All-Star game.
Oh, and I think it won.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
But it's
yeah.
interesting that they would do that. Be like, let's see what happens if we do. You know what I mean? I thought it was
beta
interesting.
test to kind of see. Yeah.
Exactly. And I
Is that
think
how you
they-
say
I
it?
think
Naga?
they
What were,
did
the,
well.
what were the numbers?
You know what? I don't know. We can probably look it up. But I think they did pretty well.
UFC versus. How do you pronounce the guy's name? Nagano?
No, Ngannou.
Nagano?
Ngannou, yeah.
That was impressive.
So yeah, Ngannou fought Cain Velasquez, who's just can't fight. His body's just not. It's falling apart. Cain was widely considered the best heavyweight of all time, and he was up there in the conversation with the best fighter of all time. He was a fucking monster, man. There was no heavyweight that could put a pace like Cain Velasquez could. He just wore everybody out because he had a pace like a welterweight,
Right.
but he's a heavyweight, and he's
So right away,
World-class
it's not an advantage.
wrestler.
So,
is terriful. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
how are
awful.
you gonna beat him?
Awful, but his body just kept falling apart, and that
How old is he now?
you're not even that old.
30s,
Oh yeah, he's in his 30s,
late 30s.
probably mid, 35,
Okay.
something like that. But Ngannou looks scary, Joe.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he's just a beast.
You know,
He.
he's got that fucking. It looks like he caught him a little bit. I know Kane's knee definitely gave out, but at the same time, he still got caught.
Oh yeah. Well, it looked like his knee, but he just has this presence in the ring, like, or in the cage. That I
He's
would
an
want-
imposed dude. He's a freak.
Yeah.
I mean, I talked about him last year, the fight that we went to, right? And it was a little bit. He wasn't ready yet, and now it looks like he needed to have those losses and and that embarrassment. But all in all, I like how ESPN is carrying the torch now for UFC.
NBA All-Star Game had 5.7 million, and the UFC had 2.2 million, 2.28 million. So I mean,
they did pretty good.
not too bad for a Sunday night.
No, but Sunday night going against, that's a big event for the NBA. They did well. They held their own.
Yeah.
So Sunday nights, is this going to be something they're doing now?
I don't know.
Or is it just one of those, like, give it a shot type thing?
This whole ESPN Plus.
God, if they did that much, they're going to do it again. 2.5 a lot.
I think, there's been a good response from it. You hear from a lot of people, and I know how I felt about it. I liked it.
Yeah. Well,
Awesome, man.
this Sunday, you should, if you're interested, you should watch the Academy Awards. You should also tune into the House Rules Oscar edition, which we did earlier in the night with our special guest, Chris Hansen.
Yeah, 'cause we know nothing about
The Oscars like him.
We might know, like, little things.
He puts a lot of research
Hanson
into
knows
it.
his stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
he watches the fucking movies.
And he gives all his credit to age. He never watched the Oscars.
Yeah, that was interesting.
He never
I
knew
have no
about
idea,
him.
man.
Huh?
One day,
Remember
You
that?
got a very strong,
You-
big
you-
effect on his life.
you have a big effect on people's lives. You see that?
Apparently I do. Well, listen, I'm going to roll with all his predictions. I wrote them all down.
You wrote them all down. You're gonna
Absolutely.
take them all.
I'm going to take them all.
Take them all.
Why
Black
not?
Panther. Black
Just take 'em
Panther.
all, see what happens.
Can you do a big parlay of them?
I do not think you can do that. Probably on
That
like,
would be
Bovado,
great, though.
That
That
would
would
be
be great.
Yeah.
These
Parlay
bookies
all of
need
them?
to step it up, man. Like, just let you do whatever you want
Like
to do.
parlay, Roma. With,
Yeah.
Yes.
Best picture with best actor with best.
with Sacramento.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and then take the Kings at nighttime.
Yeah.
Why can't
Fucking
you?
Kings.
I told you those Kings. And you know what? You're going to owe me dinner.
Easily. They're going to make the playoffs.
I told you.
Oh, man. Good stuff.
All right. House Rules. Sponsored by theblacktalks.com and anchor.fm.
Black Tux is dropping us.
Why? Yeah, because
Oh,
Scott doesn't want to
I-
wear it?
I interrupted.
Yeah. What,
They think I want to wear Russell.
Scott doesn't. It's not Nike. It's not this.
That's what you wear all day long. I can't see. You wore one at your wedding day.
You look great in it.
That's a big
It was a blue tux, though. Even when it was a blue tux.
Blue tux.
Yeah.
Patriots color.
Oh, yeah.
Patriots color.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Well, the Black Tux is our sponsor at the moment. We'll
Yep.
see if it lasts. We're searching for other sponsors at the moment.
Russell, starter.
I was looking the other day at other things like Pornhub, see if we can branch out where we can get There's other-
We will prostitute ourselves.
SeatGeek, anything that's out there.
Might as well.
I mean, what's the worst that can
America's
happen?
a whore.
Oh,
Think
man.
about the free stuff Scott could get from that.
That's true. Very
Exactly.
true.
Have a few
Lots of
it.
lube.
Yep.
House rules. Out.
Cut it out.
Oh, my God. A lot of radio.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you.